Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leah and I'm going to walk you through a short video today. It's a little strength training, it's a little Pilates, and I hope you enjoy it. It'll probably last about 20 minutes. If you don't know me and you're new here, I am Leah and I am certified in yoga, Pilates, and also barre. If you like to do any of those or a little combination of all, I usually add those into each one, a little bit of yoga, a little bit of Pilates, and a little bit of barre into each one of my workouts. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes we just do yoga and Pilates, sometimes we do Pilates and barre. It just depends, but I try to add a big range of things into my workouts. So we're gonna get started by lying on our backs. Okay, just get comfortable here. Start to think about pressing the low back into the mat. So that means you're pressing right through here, pressing into the mat. Sometimes the tailbone will come up, but we're pressing the hip bones into the floor, okay? The back of the hips into the floor. Pressing there, take a few breaths here just to get used to that position. Good, and we're gonna place our hands right next to us. Now our hands are gonna be used to press into the floor while we do some of these steps here. We're gonna press in and lift up the hips to start. Squeezing up, squeezing the glutes right here, squeezing everything, lifting everything up, nice and high. And then we're slowly gonna lower down, nice and slow. Good, waking up the spine this morning. When you come down all the way, you can just give a little windshield wiper here. And let's do that again. Press the hands into the mat, lift the hips, one vertebrae at a time, pressing and pulling off the floor, up onto those shoulder blades. And let's lower down, nice and slow. Good, give yourself a little windshield wiper here. One more time. Lift, squeeze, up, and lower down. Good. Windshield wiper. You might already be thinking, why are we working out our glutes? What is so important about that? Well, as we age, our glutes tend to lose strength, and our glutes are so important for keeping our body intact and upright. If you have weak glutes, you won't be able to bend, maybe sit down in a chair or on the toilet and lift yourself off. So it's really important to keep these muscles strong as we age. Plus, you always look good in your jeans. We're gonna roll over onto our side here and we'll start some Pilates moves. So in Pilates, everything is stacked. You want to make sure your hip bones are stacked on top of each other and your toe to toe. Okay? That makes sure that your hips are stacked. If a lot of times when you sit on the ground or sit on the floor, see how my feet are mismatched here? One looks longer than the other. That's because my hip is lifted up here. So if you point them down right here, and we're going to lift up and lower down. And the thing I like about these is that you can do these on the floor. You can do these when you're watching TV. You're just pointing and flexing. Pointing the toe, flexing the foot down. Do what you can here. Really good exercises for the inner outer thigh. The quads are working, the calves, and the feet, working through the feet. Good. Toe to toe right here. We're gonna tap and tap back. Just 2 little taps. And don't forget to come up and over. I like to call these rainbows because you're making a bow with your feet. We're not tapping in front and tapping in back. We're up and down, okay? 2 and 1. Bring the feet together and bring them in, just like this. Lifting the feet here, hand behind the head. We're going to do we call these clamshells. Open and close. Open and close. Okay? Inner and outer thigh are working here. 7, and here's 8. Good. Lower down. Lower the hand, and right here, we're going to lift. Our feet are in a 90-degree angle. We're going to lift, take that leg back and lift. Forward, lift, back and lift. Forward, lift, back and lift. We have 3 left. Here's 3. And 2. You'll feel a little bit of the glute hurting. And last one right here. Good. Bring the feet together. The last one here we're going to do is leg is going to come over the top of us. Okay, the bottom leg is straight. So we're laying. This is a comfortable position. Should be comfortable for you. We're going to work on this bottom leg right now. We're going to flex it and point it. Flex it and point it. And I know this can seem a little like too much if you're doing this in the morning. This is a lot of coordination, pointing and flexing. If you just want to point here or flex here, that's fine. Because what we're doing is we're working this inner thigh right here. Really working that inner leg. Pointing and flexing. 3, 2, last one. And lower down. Good. I like to stretch out after that because my leg needs it. So we're going to cross the leg we just used over our knee. Press away gently. Good. Arms come out in a T. We're going to take the sole of that foot and bring it down toward the mat. And then we're going to look in the opposite direction and breathe. Good. Come back to the center. And we're going to take the knee out the other way. Keep the legs crossed and look in the opposite direction. You get a little stretch here. Good. Bring that back. If you want a deeper stretch, you can cross the knees over like you're crossing your legs and bring both in at the same time. You'll feel the hip flexor on the left side, the piriformis there, stretching. If you don't like that stretch, you keep the foot crossed over on the knee and you can pull up underneath the opposite knee that's crossed and pull back. That gives you a nice deep stretch. Either way, on those stretches, you want to breathe. Big deep breaths. This should never hurt. If it does hurt, you want to come out of the position immediately, but it may feel a little uncomfortable, and that is okay. That's just a stretch. Stretching is uncomfortable, but it should never hurt. Good. Okay. All right, we're going to come back onto our side here. Gently come up, and we're going to roll onto our other side and start there. Okay, so let's come down, get comfortable on your mat. We're going to stretch out the legs, stack the hips, okay? Stack them up. I don't know if you can see my feet from there. There we go. And then we're going to bring the leg up, just like we did on the last one. Flex it down, up, flex it down. Good. All right. Right here, we're going to bring the knees in. Oh, no, sorry. We're going to tap in front. 2. Little rainbow here. Tap in back. Tap in front. Tap in back. remember to come up and around. Little rainbow here. 3. Here's 2. Last one. And bring those knees together. Then we're going to come in. Good. So we have that 90 degree. We're going to pick the feet up, hand behind the head, clamshell, open and close for 10. We're halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the knees down, feet down on the ground, and bring the hand down. We're going to lift here. Lift. Swing that leg back a little and lift. Front, lift. Really good for getting some of that synovial fluid working through the joint right here in the groin. That helps with our mobility throughout the day, keeping that joint lubricated. 2 more right here. Last set. Good. Okay, bring the feet in. Now we're going to take the top leg over the bottom leg, okay? And we have that flex and point right here. Flex, point, flex, point. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And let's roll onto our backs again. We'll go through that same series of stretching. Cross over the leg you just used over the knee. Gently press away at the knee bend. Good. Arms come out in a T. We're going to take the sole of our foot over to the floor. Look in the opposite direction. Come on back. And the other way. And look in the opposite direction. Good. Good. Come back to the center. Deeper stretch. Remember, you can cross over and bring both up, or you could keep it crossed at the knee and pull it underneath the knee and lean back. Breathe into the stretch, whichever one you're doing. Breathe into it. Good. And slowly come down. Bring both knees undone. We're going to take the left leg and bring it long. The right knee is going to come into our chest. On this one, we're going to bring our chin down so that you're trying to press the back of the neck into the mat. That'll never happen. I don't think you'll ever be able to press that back of the neck into the mat, but that's what we're doing. No selfies at this angle. And lift the chin up. Good. We're going to extend out the leg here. Keep the hands to your sides, really using the hands to just press into the mat. We're going to take the foot, turn it out a little bit so you can see your own heel, and we're going to do some leg circles. We're going to go around clock. If you're using your right leg, it's counterclockwise, circling inward. Trying to keep your navel pressed down to your spine. We're not all over the place wiggling. We're keeping it nice and stable. So if you have to go slower, that's fine. And if you have to make littler circles, that's fine too. We have one more here. And leg comes up to the top. Turn it out again. Take a look at your heel. Make sure it's turned out. Let's go the other way. Good. Try to keep that leg turned out. You don't have to make your circles huge. Just make them. Try to keep the knees straight. I know sometimes we struggle when we're on our backs to keep that leg straight because we just haven't done that in a long time. But try to keep that knee pressed and no bend back here, okay? So right here, we're gonna point our toe a whole lot, bring that knee into chest, and we're gonna gently open it to the side and give it a couple circles right here. Circle it, and then go the opposite direction. Good. Let's take the arm, opposite arm, we're gonna gently pull over the body. Now there's one step right here, hold it, and then go all the way for a little supine twist. Take the knee over and look in the opposite direction. Little spine twist here. Good, come back to center. We're gonna take that knee and let it go down long on the mat. And we're gonna come up with the opposite leg. Bring it in, breathe here. Think about bringing your chin to your chest, pressing the back of that neck, chin down. Nice and long spine. Good. Go ahead and bring the chin up to a neutral position, and we're gonna open out the leg here. Okay? Right here, we're gonna get ready for our leg circles on the left side. So we're gonna turn that foot out, okay? So you can see your heel, and we're gonna take it clockwise this time with the opposite, with the right or the left leg. Just inward circles. Once again, pressing navel to spine. Remind yourself to keep your belly button pressed down. Good, right up at the top. Turn that foot out again, and we're gonna go outward. Outward circles. Two more. And point that leg up. And bring it into chest. Pull it in. Take the left arm this time, open out the leg, and give it a couple circles here. And the opposite direction. Good. Knee comes into chest. We're gonna guide it over with the opposite hand over your body. Give it a couple little, right about here, stretch. You'll feel that stretch right in here. And then you can take it all the way over and look in the opposite direction. Breathe into it. Good, we'll come back to center. Bring both knees up and find your happy baby. Happy baby, feet are up. You grab the outside edges of the legs, or you can hook your toe with your index finger. Pull those knees toward your armpits. Okay, and then you can rock gently back and forth. Really good for the lumbar spine. Just feels good. It's a feel-good stretch here. Okay, coming into stillness here. Both feet are going to come up toward the ceiling. So they're going to be flexed so that they're pointed at they're flexed toward the ceiling. Soles of the feet are shown toward the ceiling. And we're going to go with a little exercise where you take the feet out in a V, point the toes, crisscross, and come back where you started with that flex. So it's out, point, crisscross, flex. Out, point, crisscross, flex. Out, point, crisscross, flex. 4 more. 2. Out, point, and we have 2 left. Good. Bring the feet in. Let's take a little breather here. Let's bring it up into ball pose, lifting the head and shoulders. Grab onto the knees and just pull your head in. Do what you can on these. Okay, we're going to place the hands underneath the knees here. We're just going to use a little momentum, rocking back and forth. Just get some momentum and come to a seated position. There we go. We're gonna do a couple little stretches here and breathe in. We're gonna take our hands forward. Let the head hang between the shoulders. Good little stretch here. Then we're gonna come back up. Crisscross the other foot in front. Arms come up again. And forward fold. Let the head hang. Good. Next one here, we're going to take a right arm up or a left, cross it over on the opposite knee. Same thing with the other hand. So we're crisscrossed in front, holding both knees, and we're going to gently come back a little bit onto that spine, okay, onto the base of the spine right here. And we're going to just rock forward and back. And you're kind of opening the heart as much as you can here and rolling back into it. Out and in. Out and in. One more time. Out and in. Good. Both hands come up. We're going to go around the world here. Just take it over to the side, around in front, round here, and the other way. Out, around, and here. Bring the hands down, stretch the feet out here. Okay, we're going to come up, reach forward, touch the toes or the ankles or the knees, wherever you're at today. Find where you're at. Breathe into the stretch. Just let gravity kind of pull you forward. Slowly come up. We're going to do that one more time. Arms come up, reach toward the feet. Let the hands come where they will. You can even put the hands on the floor next to you if you want. Let the head hang here. Let the head hang heavy. Good. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope you will like and follow me and come back for more. Bye-bye.